Book summary by Teddy Bear's Storytime.
A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle. A Wrinkle in Time is a science fantasy novel by Madeleine L'Engle, published in 1962. The story follows the Murry siblings, Meg, Charles Wallace, and Calvin O'Keefe, as they embark on a cosmic journey to rescue Meg's father from an evil force that threatens the universe. Here is the book summary. Part 1. The Murry Family. Introduction. The Murry family is introduced as a slightly unconventional family with scientist parents. Mr. Murry, a physicist, has been missing for some time, leaving behind his wife and 4 children, twins Sandy and Dennis, the brilliant but misunderstood Charles Wallace, and the self-conscious and troubled Meg. Charles Wallace's gift. Charles Wallace possesses an extraordinary intellect and psychic abilities. He befriends 3 mysterious beings, Mrs. Whatsit, Mrs. Witch, and Mrs. Who reveal themselves as supernatural entities. These beings explain the concept of a tesseract, a 5th-dimensional method of traveling through space and time. Part 2. The journey begins. Mrs. Murry's lab. Meg, Charles Wallace, and Meg's schoolmate Calvin visit Mrs. Murry's lab. Mrs. Whatsit appears and initiates the children's journey to rescue Mr. Murry by demonstrating a tesseract. The tesseract journey. The children, Wrinkle, time and space, traveling to the distant planet Unravel with the help of the celestial beings. On Unravel, they meet Aunt Beast, a gentle creature. The Mrs. Ws reveal that an evil force called IT is holding Mr. Murry captive on the dark planet Camazots. Part 3. Camazots. The Dark Planet. Camazots is a planet controlled by IT, a disembodied brain that enforces conformity and sameness. The trio encounters the man with red eyes, a puppet of IT, who tries to assimilate Charles Wallace. Charles Wallace's struggle. Charles Wallace succumbs to its influence, becoming a tool of darkness. Meg and Calvin fight against the oppressive control of Camazots and the mental strength of IT to rescue Charles Wallace. Part 4. The Redemption. Meg's triumph. Meg discovers that love is the key to overcoming the darkness. Using the power of love, Meg frees Charles Wallace from its control. They tessellate back to Earth with Calvin, leaving Camazots behind. Reunion with Mr. Murry. The reunited Murry family welcomes Charles Wallace home. Mrs. Whatsit, Mrs. Witch, and Mrs. Who make a final appearance, revealing that the battle against evil is ongoing. Themes and significance. Love and light versus darkness. The novel explores the triumph of love, individuality, and the importance of embracing one's uniqueness in the face of oppressive conformity. Tesseract as a metaphor. The tesseract serves as a metaphor for the interconnectedness of time and space, emphasizing the power of unconventional thinking. Intellect and compassion. Charles Wallace's intellectual gifts are essential, but it's Meg's love and compassion that ultimately save the day, highlighting the balance between reason and emotion. A Wrinkle in Time has captivated readers for its imaginative blend of science fiction, fantasy, and spiritual themes, making it a timeless classic in children's literature. The end. Love the book summary. Subscribe Teddy Bear's Storytime YouTube channel now. Like the video. Turn on the notifications. And leave your comments. See you in next book.